Militarily, it's very difficult to regain momentum once it's been lost, and certainly the opposition groups chose their time well. There'd been preparation over many, many months for this to occur, and that was evident in the way that they deployed, but also made sure that after they had taken over a location, there was an administrative tail that could at least calm the population and let them know that there was, in place of chaos, some administrative capacity. So they were able to build up a significant degree of momentum and focused on the large provincial capitals rather than much slower advance through the rural areas. And as they became aware that the Syrian military was not putting up a fight much at all, then they took advantage of that and probably accelerated their operational aims and stayed well in advance of the Syrian regime's ability to cope with it. Not only the Syrian regimes, but also regional states who are really responding to fast-folding events on the ground.
Why do you think it is that we saw that lack of resistance? Was it an inability to resist, or were people, happy to see the rebels come in?
Probably a combination of there's rarely one factor that leads to this. A gradual hollowing out of the capabilities of the Syrian military. When it comes down to it, conflicts on the ground are really a battle of wills, and if one side truly believes in the cause that they're fighting for and the other side believes far less in the cause that they're fighting for, then one side wins that battle of wills and they can build up this military momentum. Syrian military, largely a conscript army, not entirely, and that's probably one of the more concerning, puzzling things about how the formations like the 4th Division were not deployed earlier in key parts of the terrain to Damascus's north to try and buy them time. Because what we saw at the outbreak of the uprising in 2012 was a similar collapse of large parts of the Syrian military. But there was time for, first of all, Iranian-backed elements and then later Russia to come to the assistance of the Assad regime. Things happened so quickly this time, and the resistance put up by the Syrian military was so ineffective that neither of those countries really came to the assistance of the Assad regime because they didn't believe that it was going to survive.